Hello everyone, and welcome to the study system for the theoretical exam to obtain the CDL commercial license for driving trucks and school buses. The questions and answers on this tutorial were updated by the Manual of Drivers from different states. I hope this is useful. For more videos, make sure to follow our channel. Thank you and good luck. Whenever you stop for a break during your trip, you should check critical items such as tires, brakes, and cargo tie-downs. High beams should be used whenever it is safe and legal to do so. The safety release valve is located on the air tanks and is used by self-operated when the air pressure is above 150 psi. Which of these is a proper use of vehicle lights and flashers? All answers are correct. Turning on your headlights during the day when visibility is reduced due to rain or snow. Flashing your brake lights to warn someone behind you of a hazard that will require slowing down. Flashing your brake lights to warn someone behind you that you are going to stop on the road. Which of the following is a key steering component? Gearbox. How can you start moving without rolling backward? Do all of the above. Engage the clutch before removing your foot from the brake. Apply the trailer brake, hand valve. Set the parking brake whenever necessary. Which is not one of the 4 basic skills that operating a commercial motor vehicle requires? First aid certification. What is the average reaction distance? 61 feet. The most common cause of serious vehicle skids is driving too fast for road conditions. You must park on the side of a level, straight 2-lane road. Where should you place the 3 reflective triangles? 1 within 10 feet of the rear of the vehicle, 1 about 100 feet to the rear, and 1 about 100 feet from the front of the vehicle. The distance that you should look ahead of your vehicle while driving amounts to about at highway speed 1/4 of a mile. If you're convicted for driving under the influence while driving a commercial vehicle, and this is your first offense, you will most likely get at least 1 year suspension of your CDL. Front end header boards. Protect you from your cargo in case of collision and block the forward movement of your cargo. The formula for stopping distance with air brakes is perception distance, reaction distance, brake lag distance, and effective braking distance. Which of the following statements about driving in areas with strong winds is true? Winds are especially a problem when coming out of tunnels. Which of these statements about crossing or entering traffic with a heavy vehicle is true? Heavy vehicles need larger gaps in traffic than cars. If a vehicle continues to drive in your blind spot, you should speed up. You are driving a 40-foot vehicle at 45 miles per hour. Driving conditions are idle. What is the best amount of space that you should keep in front of your vehicle to be safe? Five seconds. Axle weight means the following. The weight transmitted to the tires from the axle. The new BAC, or blood alcohol concentration, for commercial drivers to be considered intoxicated when driving a commercial vehicle is 0.04. Which of these statements about brakes is true? The heavier a vehicle or the faster it is moving, the more heat the brakes must absorb to stop. Your vehicle is in a traffic emergency and may collide with another vehicle if you do not act. Which of these is a good rule to remember at such time? Heavy vehicles can almost always turn more quickly than they can stop. A moving vehicle ahead of you has a red triangle with an orange center on the rear. What does this mean? It may be a slow-moving vehicle. The parking brake should be tested while the vehicle is parked. A driver's grid log, if required, must be shown immediately when an officer requests it. Underloaded front axles can cause the following: poor traction. What should you do when your vehicle hydroplanes? Release the accelerator. You are traveling down a long, steep hill. Your brakes get so hot that they fail. What should you do? Look for an escape ramp or escape route. Which of these statements about certain types of cargo is true? Unstable loads such as hanging meat or livestock require extra caution on curves. You do not have a hazardous materials endorsement on your commercial driver's license. When can you drive a vehicle hauling hazardous materials? Only when the vehicle does not require placards. You should stop driving when you become sleepy. The amount of liquid to load into a tank depends on. All the answers are correct. The amount of liquid will expand in transit. The weight of the liquid, the legal weight limits. The basic two reasons to cover your cargo are 1. To protect the cargo from the weather, and 2. All answers are correct. protect people from spilled cargo, protect the roadway from spilled cargo, and protect vehicle following you from spilled cargo. There are 3 types of vehicle inspections. Which one is one of them? All answers are correct. Pre-trip, en route, and post-trip. Inspect your cargo after you have driven. 50 miles. According to the driver's manual, why should you limit the use of your horn? It can startle other drivers. Which of these can cause a fire? All the answers are correct. Underinflated tires, loose fuel connections, and electrical short circuits. You are checking your brakes and suspension system for a pre-trip inspection. Which of these statements is true? All answers are correct. Brake shoes should not be worn dangerously thin. Brake pads should not have brake fluid on them. One missing leaf in a leaf spring can be dangerous. You are driving on a 2-lane road. An oncoming driver drifts into your lane and is headed straight for you. Which of these is generally the best action? Steer to the right. For an average commercial vehicle, being driven at 55 miles per hour on dry pavement, it will take about to bring the vehicle to a stop. More than a length of a football field. What happens when tar heats up? It makes the road more slippery. In snow and ice, you should reduce your speed by 1/2. How many tie downs are required for a 20-foot load? 2. It has just reached freezing. Which of the following areas may be slippery? All of the above. A wet-looking road, a bridge, a shaded area. Which of the following statements about an escape ramp is false? It is not useful if you are traveling too fast. You should inspect wheel bearing seals for leaks. Before transporting a sealed load, you must check that you don't exceed gross weight or axle weight limits. While driving at night, which lights should you use as often as you can? High beams. If the engine is not overheated, is it completely safe to remove the radiator cap? No. Your emergency kit does not need to include a spare jacket.